Hello student, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the next lecture of Theory Online class series of subject Novel Drug Delivery System. I am Mrs. Aarti Majumdar, Associate Professor from the Department of Pharmaceutics, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Dear students, in continuation of our discussion on gastroretentive drug delivery system, in which we have studied about what are basically these gastroretentive drug delivery system. What is the need of gastroretentive drug delivery? What are the various advantages and limitations of these gastroretentive drug delivery system? We have also discussed about the concept of gastric emptying and various factors influencing gastric emptying time. Dear student, in today's session, we are going to discuss about various approaches which are used for the formulation of gastroretentive drug delivery system. In our previous lecture, we have studied there are many approaches like pharmacological approach, physiological approach and pharmaceutical approach. The former two approaches, that is pharmacological approach and physiological approach, they utilizes the concept of administration of any other pharmacologically active substances which reduces gastric motility, such as anti-muscarinic agent or volume filling polymer. So these pharmacological approach and physiological approach may have certain types of side effects. The most appropriate approach for the formulation of gastroretentive drug delivery system used so far is pharmaceutical approach. So today we will discuss various pharmaceutical approach. Now, pharmaceutical approach, it is classified into four types. It can be formulation of low density systems. These low density systems, this approach is also called as floating drug delivery system approach, or these are also called as hydrodynamically balanced system, as they remain in floated state in the stomach. Next approach for the formulation of gastroretentive drug delivery system is high density approach. I have explained you in our previous lecture diagrammatically that these high density systems have density, relative density even higher than that of the gastric content. So they remain settled down in the stomach, whereas all the gastric content pass through the pylorus, but these systems remain there for the longer period of time, so that these systems result in the increased gastric residence time. Then next approach is the modified shape system. This approach utilizes the concept that in presence of gastric fluid, the size of and shape of the system, it increases. It changes when they come in contact with the fluid. For example, in the initially when the system is administered, the size and shape may be spherical and the size of the system is lesser, and when it comes in contact with the gastric content, these may be having certain polymers. These polymer chains entangled, they open up and the shape they expand in the shape, so that because of this expanding of the shape, the size increases, and which inhibits this type of system to pass through the pylorus, whereas other gastric content, they pass through the pylorus. In this way, these type of modified shape system approach, they enhances gastric residence time. Then another approach is the mucoadhesive, utilizing the concept of mucoadhesion or bioadhesion. In this approach, we utilizes certain polymers which have property of adhering over the mucous membrane in the gastric lining of the stomach, so that when other gastric content, when it is passed through the pylorus, it is passed to the intestine. These doses form, gastroretentive doses form, which are formulated using mucoadhesive approach. They remain adhered over to the mucous membrane, and in this way they increases gastric residence time, so that drug will be delivered for longer period of time in stomach. Now, starting with the first approach, which is low density system. Low density system, this type of approach, it is further classified into two types. First, it is, we can formulate effervescent system or gas generating system. Because of the generation of gas, the density of these the doses form which are formulated by using this approach, it decreases and become even less than that of the gastric content. Another approach is non-effervescent type of system. This non-effervescent type of system utilizes some polymers which may inherently have lower density than that of the gastric content, or they can also be swelling or expanding system similar as that of modified shape system. So dear student, now we are going to discuss in detail about what are the effervescent system or gas generating system and how they are formulated. These gas generating system or effervescent system, these again they can be formulated in various types, various dosage forms, such as in the form of conventional matrix tablet, or they can be layered matrix tablet, in which one layer may be containing drug and the another drug may be containing effervescent material, which is tartaric acid or citric acid along with sodium bicarbonate. They can be core coated tablet, or they can be in this approach another utilization of ion exchange resin can be done for the formulation of these gastroretentive drug delivery system. Now students, let's discuss about various types of effervescent approaches which are used in the formulation of low density system. Firstly, conventional matrix approaches. In this conventional matrix approaches, the matrix tablets are formulated by using particularly some effervescent compounds such as tartaric acid, citric acid, and sodium bicarbonate. These components are also incorporated in the matrix, which is made up of various polymers like HPMC. So these these matrix tablets, they contain drug as well as effervescent component and are prepared by the conventional tableting method, which we have studied in our pharmaceutics. What are the various tableting methods? So any of the basic tableting method can be used for the preparation of conventional matrix tablet, layered matrix tablet. Now in this approach, layered tablet is formulated. So these tablets are having 3 layers, and the upper layer is made up of effervescent layer, which again contain effervescent components such as tartaric acid or citric acid along with the sodium bicarbonate. Then the inner layer is control release layer, which is a drug containing control release layer. Then other layer below this, there is a layer of which is called as immediate release layer, which will be released immediately after the ingestion of the tablet. Now, as this layered tablet comes in contact with the gastric fluid, this is the water surface. So, as soon as this layered tablet comes in contact with gastric content, this tablet, after the absorption of water, in presence of water, this effervescent layer, this start dissolving and start producing carbon dioxide. Because of the generation of this gas, carbon dioxide, the density of the system start decreasing and this tablet start floating. At the same time, this immediate release layer drug is contained in this layer. After some times, this control release layer are also start releasing the drug in the control release way. So this is the mechanism of drug release through the layered matrix tablet. Core coated tablet. In case of core coated tablet, drug is present in the form of core, which is coated with a layer of effervescent component, and on the top there is a coating of a soluble polymer, which can be of HPNC or any polysaccharides, titosan or agarose. Any of the soluble polymer can be used. Now, when this core coated tablets comes in contact with, this is the water surface. When this core coated tablets comes in presence of gastric content, it start absorbing water into it. Now, because of when this effervescent layer, this second layer which is effervescent layer, when it comes in contact with water, it starts generation of carbon dioxide. Because of this generation of carbon dioxide, this soluble layer, it starts expanding. Because of this expanding and the increasing size of this core-coated tablet, it starts floating on the in the surface of the water or in the stomach gastric fluid. So after it remains buoyant for the longer period of time as compared to the conventional tablet, and from here it is releasing drug. Now, in case of ion exchange resin, these ion exchange resin complex, they utilizes anionic resin, which are complex simultaneously with the bicarbonate molecule and also with the drug molecule. When such type of dosisform comes in contact with the gastric acid in the stomach, the bicarbonate ions they got exchanged with the chloride ion, and this result in the formulation of carbon dioxide. This generation of gas again result in the decreased intensity of these ion exchange resin complexes, and because of which they start floating and remain in the stomach for longer period of time and releases the drug in the controlled way. So student, in today's session we have discussed about one of the pharmaceutical approach, that is low density approach, which is also called as a hydrodynamically balanced system or floating drug delivery system. In that too, we have studied about effervescent approaches. In our next lecture, we are going to discuss about